Look at this place. It's not even real. It's not even a real house. Lily, I told you, Lily, the reason why I got a whole bunch of money, Lily, was about to get the fuck out of this fucking neighborhood. I know it's not a normal one. Lily, even fucking places like Oakland fucking inform you that something more is gonna fucking go on. Lily, that's why this place is reserved for fucking Indian people. Alright? You know how irritating it was running the video on YouTube. Alright? Literally, knowing I was fucking heavy Sasuke that wanted to fucking shoot the lightning in the sky. Literally, I can't. Literally, I was too fucking popular, I was too fucking famous to be brought out this shit. Literally, to get caught off, somebody's ears. Literally, it's somebody's fucking turkey, alright? Now, in order for me to state this video correctly, I'm 31. But when I was 30, the biggest part when I was 30 was telling people literally where I stand at because I'm a mature rapper like Fabulous. Right? So what ends up happening was there was this girl who has a bigger role, literally, but we live in a ghetto society that doesn't support her because her nickname is Penny Tara. Literally, let me tell you, literally, I told you a story about that girl, about how she used to clown me about a full-on black person when the Avatar was on TV, alright? She looked just like the motherfucker. This is a very serious video. This is the most serious video that you'll ever fucking see, alright? What separates me from Devario, how I tell you, literally, that I am separated in terms of the continuity, but not in terms of police tripping me on Samurai Jack, alright, is I have a subconscious. I know what a subconscious is. A subconscious literally is a reaction that a human has, literally rattling in his brain like Jade Armor, literally to where everything active is going to happen, to where life is not going to pass by like in 4, alright? You see how I put my kids in danger? Literally, I let them know what subconscious is. I let them know it's not that world. Ooh, you still pay attention. Why? Because a gangster has been doing the immature thing and asking for cake forever. You can't point a gun to somebody's head and ask them for cake, alright? That defeats the purpose of it. Literally, you live in a do-or-die world, and then you ask for cake, all right? Now, in doing so, all right, this video is going to have everything, all right? Because there's a scientific fact behind the Vario. If you don't drink water, if you don't feel a kid's subconscious, if you're not on top of kids on top of any, other one, that you are running a mental condition based off common sense, and you don't understand that it's a mental condition, all right? That's the rule behind the Vario. They hit real fucking health facts, literally, when they're on the street, when they learn that fucking red is big, blue is big, literally. And when you condense it with his mother, it's just one fucking thing. But guess what? In the Vario, you get all the points in round 1 in order to get to round 2. All right? A Megalodon literally can do what Uncle Tommy's doing in round 2, and literally a Megalodon on paper has to validate the studio. But what made my mom so fucking ferocious, literally, is that, pointing to normal people when I wanted popular shit, alright? Literally, so I'm just letting you know out there. Literally, why I say, literally, why I went out and Kris, literally, why I attacked Kris over this urges, literally, you attacked them over drugs, alright? Not weed, I'm talking about drugs with Isaiah, skateboarding with people like Anthony Perry. You attacked them over some legitimate shit, alright? Your body couldn't control it, literally. The reason why your body couldn't control it, literally, because something else was on your mind. Literally, and the stereotype behind the Vario, literally, is that the mother has something promiscuous on her mind when her child is complaining. Other parents literally go out and fucking do shit. Other parents literally don't let their kids stay in school. But I don't know why the Vario is bullshit, because the minute literally you get your ass being in school, so it blames it on your social skills. Literally, instead of supporting you, and way more parents are more supportive of their kids. Literally, they separate them from fucking school. Literally, they did this, is that. But if you were to ask Kris right now, Kris is like, man, she put you on psych medication. She did this, and that. We all know it's way more than that, alright? But police, running away from his medication right now is not helping, alright? And the truth behind this, why am I making this video? Because you don't know the truth behind the alternate timeline, alright? Literally, let me tell you the truth right now. Literally, it starts off, literally, Harrison's treated the exact same way where Ali and AJ, he sees a piece of her jeans and he made a plan. I'm like, I'm gonna do the half ugly thing and let it pile up over time. Literally, I'll be the greatest gangster of all time, which is stupid. Right? It's completely fucking stupid, literally. And you don't know what's going to happen. That Game Sparker Zero, that fucking psychedelic shit in the space and sky, literally, that's going to become the whole world, and we're going to be engulfed in the ultimate timeline. Don't listen to me, but it's the end of the world. The inner world is going to unravel. It's going to make another piece of the earth, literally, then we're going to have the ultimate timeline. I'm telling you, because you won't hold on to your ego. You won't hold on to your Navario. And the funny thing come out with the police is they want to pound with their imaginary friend like me, but then sneak in Navario, alright? Literally, you want to fucking, play off everything as an action or reaction, but you are shorting things up with their dead family, all right? So that's what happened yesterday, all right? Kris literally auto-saved that he got another job after you hearing this echo, literally, of people being about work and double impact with my channel. You have to understand, Kris is a character, all right? You need to understand that. You understand that literally he has common sense in areas literally where they do pre-thing. In other words, Kris structured his muscles literally. My brother isn't a bitch anymore, than 130. Alright? But he structured his muscles to be agile like a monkey in order to tame a bigger person literally that was trying to belittle him off guard. Alright? So the only way you can be him, in Domino's class of boxing, literally, you have to be more straight to him. You have to be more clean when he thinks dirty, alright? Literally. Which is a horrible way of living. That means you gotta prepare for a wife. You gotta do this and that, but you don't want to compete in competition. Alright? That's what makes my brother fucking insane, all right? So what happened, literally, the same time I was at LA AG, that's when CJ comes into play, all right? And I'm done. Literally, I'm done with this shit. Literally, this shit was not bringing close by. But let me tell you something, all right? Literally, in a world, literally, where Uncle Tom is the defining statement, literally, because that's what he was. He was the gangster, true trap bar gangsters. But me, I was the mangaka. I was the guy who was the next Dragon Ball Z in Japan. Literally, what do you think with all those characters and shit, literally, that he earned through life, that he's shortening up with fucking crack and shit? Do you think he's a good person, or do you think he's a snake? Do you think Uncle Tommy's a snake? Literally, that's the whole point of this video, all right? Literally, because he had to do the most definite thing, because I played around definitely in the company, all right? He did a definite thing, literally, when you helped all the society and you were supporting nerds and Martin Luther King, all right? It's true. It's completely fucking true, literally, and what you don't understand about this shit, right, literally, is I have no funk with Uncle Tommy now. Literally, he's just my fucking uncle, literally, even though things are wacky as ever, I gotta agree with him because, when he took meditation, he didn't start shit. And everybody, I hate to tell you this, but so many people tried to kill me, all right? Literally, when I learned that every action has a reaction, people tried to kill me. Well, I know why, because I know that's the goal of a special ed teacher, to hide in the fact that they're trying to make you gay, hide in the fact that literally they're playing around with your sex, so literally they kill you in the real world. Why? So people won't get that concrete sex. Why? I say it over and over again. Such a shame. We raise society on this. Why I start getting this. Literally, I use this to justify it. Literally, you call out this to be immature for over 10 years. It's true. It's completely fucking true. Lately, I alternate timeline as racism. Literally, you know what that motherfucker is made? Because I knew the rule of hip hop. They made the alternate timeline in order for me to stop hiding behind the build and stop hiding behind shit that can fuck girls. And they didn't recognize that I could fuck girls, and that was the biggest fucking problem. All right, literally, you let me get the concrete sex behind scenes. Literally, and then literally, sometimes you accept it. Sometimes you're crazy Digimon warrior accept me getting the concrete sex over a gangster, literally having a full on gun, literally falling for your strategy. Literally. Well, let me tell you something, okay? Literally, with that being said, that was your biggest fucking problem. That's why I want to pull the girl with a hella fine ass number, right? Literally, guess what ends up happening, right? You literally remain within the stereotype. When that shit happens, that's why you can't be trusted. You're like a fucking pig. You have a two-way street, all right? Literally, so what ends up happening, right? Literally, as you blame the stereotype, and that's why you get somebody like a fat girl, literally, a dead person to fuck with me, all right? Because you literally went your way. Literally, if you know anything about my dang, I had to evolve, all right? Literally, in fact, literally, my biggest problem in high school is I saw one thing play off each other, I didn't evolve. But in the name of the arrow, the words of the arrow, literally, was there a definite pick and right you? Hell yeah, it was a fucking right you, literally, but your right you comes with extra shit, all right? Literally, that shit was fucking crazy. Literally, that's what I'm saying. Literally, with India, literally, with him getting 2 jobs, so I'm gonna have 2 more fire, uploads today, and that was the fault. Literally, yes, I debated it. Literally, and he said, yeah, job interview. The last one was weren't in. All right, literally. So what he says right here, listen, YouTube. What he says, can I have 2 jobs? It means he's got to keep the other one for longer. All right, so think about that. Literally, so I have uploads that could outweigh literally his 2 jobs, literally in the system due to how much good information they pack. All right, literally. So think about it, literally. So after that, all right, literally, guess what I end up saying? Literally, well, you know how I stole for Amazing Society? They held back evolution because of Courtney, literally, and they betrayed me at the dance. This, and that. Literally, maybe it's right to be like India. Literally, be a fucking normal person, instead of an extraordinary person where people fucking abuse you. All right. I'm tired of shit. You can't literally justify a fat girl using reverse psychology on a real gangster forever. Literally. So this is somebody that can fuck Mariah Carey. You've still been doing that shit for over 10 years. All right? Literally, I'm done with that shit. Literally. And so guess what? I come into play. I'm like, well, that's why you're stirring your soul with crickets, literally, thinking that you can beat Eric's fight, without being fair. Literally, with the original fucking thing, literally, was your debate in your head. Literally, niggas used to debate in the head. I can beat Eric's fight, but I can't beat Eric's fight where a game because a guy gets evaluate both sides. These guys see that he's this and that, and they attack me. All right, literally. So guess what the funniest reverse psychology I see literally with Robert fucking today. We was talking about Officer Bradley literally when I got suspended from school for that fight with DeVario. All right, guess what he did? Literally, I figured out that literally he was just saying that me and Officer B, Brandon, was fucking the same girl. Literally, I'm like, I don't want to fight back, Robert. I'm afraid to get tased. He's like, what the fuck is a real fight? He'll knock you the fuck out. It's hella fucking funny. All right. Literally, that's literally the reverse psychology that they're fucking pulling. Literally, that's why my mom got the crispiest statement in terms of blood. This fucking being that was no more than 6 years old, that I killed before she was 60, literally got the ultimate statement because Buzz believed you can fuck old people for hella fucking long and shit like that. Literally, when the exact science, literally, why Mexico is better than fucking America. Literally. It's that literally, you're in your fucking prime, you're a teenager, that's when you first start masturbating, that's when your hormones are first activated, that's what makes Mexico so much better than fucking America. They recognize that they're fucking early, literally, and the second time, like, Texas can be a fucking country, takes to your fucking boy, because of how much fucking architecture they have in that motherfucker, I'm telling you. It's stupid. It's absolutely fucking stupid, alright? Now let's fucking think about it, alright? Literally. You really need to think about it. And it's stupid, alright? It's completely fucking stupid. You're a stupid ass brainless little boy, okay? Let's think about it. Alright?